Olá, querido leitor do CinePOP, eu estou aqui com a atriz Milla Jovovich e com o diretor Paul W.S. Anderson. So, how does it feel to return to the last chapter? Do you miss the franchise already?
I do. I mean, it's definitely played such a huge part of my life. I love playing Alice. I love my zombies. I love the Resident Evil world, and it's definitely hard saying goodbye.
Paul, you always imagine the franchise as 6 movies in your head?
Well, in my dreams, when we were making the first movie, in my dreams I thought we'd make 6. But I always imagined, if we were lucky enough to make a long-running franchise, there were secrets about Mila's character, about the Alice character, and secrets about the Umbrella Corporation and the Red Queen that I kind of kept. And we tell the audience those secrets in this movie.
Besides this last one, which one's your favorite Resident Evil?
It's hard to say. I mean, I really love number 3. I love the way it looks, and that's one of my favorites. But I do love the last one, too. I love the concept of these worlds inside the Umbrella Corporation, these different, realities that clones are living and dying every day or every hour.
Yeah. For me, it's got to be the first one and the last one. Number 1 and this one, because number 1, it's where it all began.
Well, I haven't seen this one with everything done. I mean, this is a great movie. I'm not saying that this one isn't my favorite too. It's just I have to see it totally complete.
So, Paul, you decide not to direct the second and the third movie. Which one do you like the most?
Out of those 2, I would agree with Milla, the third movie. The desert location was fantastic. And, just the landscapes were amazing. And it was
Plus,
something...
he did some directing on number 3.
A little bit.
Of course he likes it better.
Especially my scenes. But it was something I was very conscious of on this movie, because what I liked about the third movie was that it had these big, real landscapes that we shot in Mexico. And I wanted big, real landscapes for this film. I wanted to kind of avoid the CG landscapes as much as possible, and we ended up going to South Africa to find these huge, big, abandoned freeways, abandoned factories, and you see all of that on screen on this movie. I think it really helps give the film an epic feel.
Las Vegas is amazing in this movie,
In the third one, yeah.
Yeah.
Las Vegas in the desert.
Well, there's something I think that adds so much reality for an actor when you're filming on location, because you're really in the environment. Whenever you're on stage on a green screen, you have to act because there's nothing around you. But here, it's like everything is there. So you're just reacting. You're not having to act. You're not having to pretend. You're just living through it.
The first 3 weeks of shooting, we were on an abandoned freeway that was a mile long. And every shot was basically Milla having to run from one end to the other. So no acting required.
Well, I lost the last of the baby weight.
Milla, all the movies, action movies, they have this great love story behind it. But Alice never had a great love in the Resident Evil movies. Why is that?
Well, she had a couple of love interests.
It's because her husband was director.
Yeah, that was what I was
No kissing scenes for Alice. No.
I thought that was it. So there's a lot of action scenes in this movie. I saw the trailer and the footage. Which one was the hardest scene to shoot?
Oh gosh, it's so hard to really say because, as actors, you always get excited to go to a new location and to finish the last scene because that was so difficult. And you're like, phew, we're done with that. Oh, I'm so ready to start something new. And then, of course, you start on the new location and it's even more difficult than where we just came from. And you start going, oh, that was so nice, the last location. Now it's really difficult. So, I mean, it was a hard movie. Physically, it's very challenging. We did a lot of night shooting. It was a really either very, very hot weather or very, very cold weather. These zombies, I have to say, are heroes because when they were chasing me down that freeway, they had to run so much. And, it was hard for me, but they had the full makeup and you know, it was amazing. But it was wonderful to see how much they love it, and I think between all of the actors, including the zombies, you know, we really love these movies, and we love being there.
I don't believe there was a difficult action scene that Mila did.
Oh,
The funny thing about shooting Mila is I make it really unpleasant and difficult for her, and all she ever does as soon as I say cut is she just smiles. She breaks into the biggest smile. Like there's a scene in this movie where we're hanging Mila upside down and guys are beating her with machine guns, and she's just having the best time ever.
Well, listen, I didn't say it wasn't fun. I just said it's difficult. But it's true. There's some behind the scenes footage where I'm getting beat up, and he's like beating the crap out of me, and I'm like, bam, 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 and I fall over, and then he says cut, and I'm like, it's just so fun.
If in 10 years they call you back for another Resident Evil movie, would you return, both of you?
Years, I don't know what I'm gonna look like in 10 years.
Awesome. You look awesome.
But we have a daughter who's an amazing actress. Maybe she'll be in it in 10
Take
years.
over the
time.
family.
You act with her in this movie.
Yes.
How was that?
She's amazing. She's so talented, and she loves acting so much. She's been asking me to start acting since she was 5.
Oh.
So we said finally she deserved it.
Yeah, she really delivers in the film. I was very, very proud of her. There's a great scene where she has to break down into tears, and she did it. And everyone's getting very emotional behind the camera just to see this little girl delivering such a strong performance.
That's sweet. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You